Good everybody. Today's discussion, I want to look at a book called Leading Through Conflict by Mark Gershon. Now, the reality is in business and in life, life is conflict. There's different points of view, different opinions. It could be at a marginal level or it could be at a fundamental level. All we have to do is now look at the world and the conflicts that are unfortunately proliferating from Gaza through to the Ukraine, not to mention the tragedies that are taking place in Africa and in the Arab world. It's a really important point to be able to understand that conflict itself is part of human nature. And within organizations, conflict abounds. Different departments will have different ways of looking at things. Even within a cohesive team, conflict can be seen in terms of perspective. Conflict itself is not negative, it's just not positive, it's benign. It's how it's used and how it's handled and how we manage conflict will determine whether or not the conflict itself ends up in a positive outcome. Human society and advancement is fundamentally based on conflict of ideas. And when people listen to each other and evolve and develop, that conflict or that friction creates new opportunities and new ways of looking at things. In this book, Mark looks at a number of points that should be considered in the process of conflict. And I'll read them to you. An integrated vision, systems thinking. In other words, the capacity to ensure that all people within the organization or stakeholders have a shared perspective of where they want to go. And there's systems in place to ensure that can manifest itself. A presence and inquiry and awareness to be able to see what's happening and to challenge, to ask questions, and to be aware of the processes themselves. Consensus communication and dialogue, the art I would call of listening, being able to see what people want and need, and for them to understand that you take their thoughts and concerns really to heart. The final elements look at bridging and innovation. Well, to me, that's self-evident. Being able to build a bridge between individual points of view is fundamental in terms of getting people on side. And being able to communicate effectively is the means by which that's happening. And the ultimate outcome is the capacity to innovate, to develop new ways. And in the world today, we are sort of bombarded with a plethora of different new opportunities and ideas. If we don't innovate and adapt, we'll probably just atrophy. I strongly recommend the book. It's worth reading. And I'm looking forward to sharing the next book with you. Have a great day. See you.